Welcome, welcome. As you might notice, this is a different character. And I'm using a club. Well, the reason for this is, if you notice in my videos where I had episode 5, and then I made a special episode, episode 7, but what happened to 6? Well, I ended up losing the footage to 6. So, you could call this a reenactment, or you could call this the lost episode of episode 6, because it's lost. So, anyway, I guess this is a good recap of how things went. So, through there is a dead end I can't go through yet. I can get stuff there, but that's not my main goal right now. I can go through there, but that's a dead end as well. And the only true path, or the place I need to go, is through here. And as you can see, it's foggy, a lot of blood stains, and a lot of death. And I'm just going to hug the wall and head up the hill. Hello there.
Leave me be. I like it quiet. Leave me be.
He's a pile of sunshine, isn't he?
What business have you here,
Don't really know.
traveller? You may call me Vengal, if I deserve a name in this sorry state.
I think you're in a pretty good state.
'Tis rare to flap these gums. This is pleasant.
Well, more like a statue, if you ask me.
Long ago, I was hired to defend the kingdom. I remember a long, brutal fight, and then somebody killed me.
I see.
So I thought. I came to and found myself
Awesome.
like this. I don't know what explains it, but it's not so bad, really.
Could have fooled me.
Now I watch the days go by and gaze at the night sky, thinking of the finer things, far removed
Yeah,
from war. I'd grown weary of battle, but did not realize it until now.
I see.
I know not what brings you on this journey, nor will I deign to ask. You may bear a great burden, don't we all? I prefer to stay my distance.
I see.
But I want to warn you of something. My body. I see visions. My body, headless, raging without me.
Awesome.
My body wielding my sword, a sword forged only to
How pleasant.
kill. My body will show no mercy. If you see the wretched thing, stay far away.
I'll keep that duly noted.
I learn new things every day. Things never learned in battle. And, thanks to you, I've recalled the joy of conversation.
No problem.
If I can help you, if you require something,
I don't really know how I can. My character doesn't say a single thing. Okay.
I cannot lie. I was a hired hand, yes. But we soldiers stared death in the eye to get... And for His Highness, I am afraid. But perhaps it's for the best. We knew not what we fought for.
Awesome.
I was born in Feroza, a land in the distant east. When I was born, we were already mired in prolonged conflict with our neighbors. Eventually, our kingdom fell, and our people scattered. I've been a sellsword ever since. All I ever knew was war, and I can imagine no other way to live. What a fool I was. I am grateful for these peaceful days. But such contentment lies only in the here and now. Why must life be so confounding?
I think the same thing too when I'm talking to a head that's laying on a statue.
Thank you for lending an ear to
Mm-hmm.
my ramblings. Here, take these. I've no use for them.
Thank you for your helm.
Go along and resume
Somehow
your
you're
journey.
able to give that to me. Makes sense. See ya. Okay, so I'm gonna have to be careful because there's a lot of things like that. As you can see, it's an almost invisible enemy. And they will backstab you, and they will do a lot of damage. And if you're thinking that, wow, this place, not really safe, and pretty dangerous. Yes, it is. And if you think it's horrible right now, which, I mean, is not too horrible, but as you can see, there's one guy over here. You might be able to see. Kind of hard to see. Anyway, you can't target these guys, and they're practically invisible. And they're hard to hit even when swinging a club. Basically, like that wide of a range, which is pretty wide, if you ask me. And you can say that's what she said or something. Or leave that in the comments below. But anyway, if you're a mage and doing that, without being able to lock onto them when firing spells, this is not a fun place to be. And you'd never want to be here. So just saying. Pick up the item, Old Sun Ring. And the Old Sun Ring I'm going to put on because I have no other ring that's better. So what the Old Sun Ring does is when you take damage, enough damage, your guy explodes. Like he causes an explosion. Which sounds like you would just kill yourself, but for whatever reason you don't. And this chest, the Colorless ring, which those two rings that I just got are the only duly or noted treasures that you can get in this forest full of fog. So just letting you know. And now out of the area and into the new one. Just rest. So, as I'm going through here, this, I'm gonna be, you'll notice that there's gonna be this black stuff around my character, and it's these things that are causing me to get cursed. So, in Dark Souls 1, getting cursed isn't that bad, or is horrible, because you're... Well, that's how it explodes when I take damage, the Old Sun Ring. So, in Dark Souls 1, when you get cursed, you die, and then you lose half of your health, and you can't get that back until you uncurse. In this, you just slowly lose health, and you turn hollow. Which is a lot less worse than what it was in Dark Souls 1. Of course, in this game, it's a lot easier to get cursed because these enemies deal curse damage, and then there's pots that give you curse, and then there's that thing. Yeah, there's that thing. So, I didn't get to really test, like, I can't really show you, but those enemies I was just fighting, those guys, they have an extremely high magic resistance. And they're just a horrible time to fight if you're trying to use anything but physical. So this area is just the bane of all mages, if you ask me. I got cursed. As you can see, my guy's hollowed even though I didn't die. And some of my health decreased even though it's kind of hard to tell that. Not today. Got you. You know, when we look at them, there actually are these lizards. They're actually kind of cute in their own way. They would be a lot cuter if they didn't try to kill you. So that thing you're seeing right now, that's a special status element that they introduced in this game, Dark Souls 2. And it's called Petrify. And what happens there is once you get petrified, you die. So with that, that's basically when you get petrified is basically how it would happen when you get cursed, where you automatically die, but you don't lose all your half your health automatically. You lose a decent amount, but not half. So they kind of split up the curse in Dark Souls 1 and made it into two different elements, or two different status elements. So it's an interesting thing just to think about in changes between Dark Souls 1 and 2. So these guys, they're decently tough, but they only have one attack, so it's easy to dodge them, but they hit pretty hard. Just easily backstab them. So I wouldn't recommend trying to break that for that reason. So the fall isn't lethal, but there's a bunch of those lizards, like smaller versions of the giant lizard I just fought, that are down there. And they have a good chance to turn you to stone, and that area is not fun to just jump straight into like that. And just backstab him. Fall down through there, and then you can open up this chest over here, get a homing soul mass, which is a spell that I will never use. Hey there.
Ah, look how far this undead has wandered.
Yeah.
And a very fit undead you
Thank you,
are.
I guess.
A bit too alive, but with a darkish shadow. Yet still unprepared for a deeper dark. And like every undead, you have no future.
Okay.
Oh my, don't mind me. I'm just talking amongst myself. But if you find the need for a truer dark, then meet again. We shall.
Okay. See you later. So, this is where the hole is, and where you fight all the lizards. So, all of them would just bum rush you, and it's not a fun time. Not a fun time at all. But it's a little bit more manageable. And also, don't step in this. It destroys your equipment if you step in it too long. So you can jump through there and there's an item you can get, but I don't really want to take the risk. Just gonna go back here, and we're back at the bonfire. And this time we're gonna go up, and there should be an item up here. And the item is a Radiant Life Gem. So, I'm just gonna head back, or retrace my steps now. I'm going to get a head start and jump. Open up this chest. Titanic chunk and petrified dragon bone. So, after that, I'm gonna destroy that. Open that chest up and get a human effigy and bleeding serum. 3 of them, in fact. So, I'm gonna just use the life gem. Nothing in here. And what's in here? Or and up and at the very top of this, breaking these and getting this item. Soul of a Brave Warrior and Skeptic Spice. Nice. Oh. Never been up here before. Like that exactly. So, oh god damn it. Wasn't being careful, and I have to go back to square one. So, now, after going through here, and back here, gotta make sure I don't go right, but instead left. Through here, and up here, and it'll lead to a giant ass fog door. Oh, my club's almost destroyed, so I'm gonna switch it out for the exact same thing, just with full durability. So, here's this chick who's gonna fire a magic bolt at me, or a soul arrow, and back away. And it's Scorpionus Nezhka, or Scorpionus. So, make sure that you don't get hit by those like I just did, because they aren't great to get hit by. And when she does a swing, you just go on the other side. Oh. Oh. Take that. And that. And that. And that. Oh. Ow. Take that. And that. And that. And that. Ow. Back away. So, just make sure that you don't stop running away from that. At first she doesn't really like go for you exactly, but then she starts trying to get closer. And then after she gets tired, then you can attack. See ya. And that's the fight. So just gonna head through this corridor with a lot of illusionary looking walls. And I know what you might think, that there's probably one through all of them, and there is quite a few that look like it, but they really aren't. So it is a little bit of a disappointment, if you ask me. But anyway, we arrived at the doors of Pharos. Just gonna say goodbye to the mammoth and just go straight through here. Well, I can grab this real quick. Prism stone, 10 of them, and head right, and here's the bonfire. So this is where I basically left off from the last video. Anyway, thanks for watching episode 6, the lost episode, or at least that's what I'll probably call it. Anyway, this has been Tachyon Snuggy, and peace!